Caption Close Tehran, Iran, AP, Iranian hardliners rallied Saturday to support the country's supreme leader and clerically overseen government as spontaneous protests sparked by anger over the country's ailing economy roiled major cities in the Islamic Republic. The demonstrations, commemorating a May 2009 pro-government rally challenging those who rejected the re-election of hardline President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad amid fraud allegations, had been scheduled weeks earlier. However, they took on new importance after the economic protests began Thursday, sparked by social media posts and a surge in prices of basic food supplies, like eggs and poultry. Thousands have gone into the streets of several cities in Iran, beginning first in Mashhad, the country's second-largest city and a holy site for Shiite pilgrims. Demonstrators also have criticized Iran's government during the protests, with social media videos showing clashes between protesters and police. The semi-official Fars news agency said protests on Friday also struck Qom, a city that is the world's foremost center for Shiite Islamic scholarship and home to a major Shiite shrine. The demonstrations appear to be the largest to strike the Islamic Republic since its 2009 Green Movement arose after Ahmadinejad's re-election. However, information about them remains scarce as both state-run and semi-official media in Iran have not widely reported on the protests. An online report Saturday by Iranian state television said national media in the country hadn't reported on the protests on orders from security officials. State TV also aired its first reports on the protests Saturday, acknowledging some protesters chanted the name of Iran's one-time Shah, who fled into exile just before its 1979 Islamic Revolution. Counter-revolution groups and foreign media are continuing their organized efforts to misuse the people's economic and livelihood problems and their legitimate demands to provide an opportunity for unlawful gatherings and possibly chaos, State TV said. State TV aired live Saturday's pro-government 9-day epic demonstrations, named for the date on the Iranian calendar the 2009 protests took place. The footage showed people waving flags and carrying banners bearing the image of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khomeini. In Tehran, some 4,000 people gathered at the Musalla prayer ground in central Tehran. They called for criminal trials for Mir Hossein Mousavi and Mahdi Karoubi, leaders in the Green Movement who have been under house arrest since 2011. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani, whose administration struck the 2015 nuclear deal with world powers, campaigned on freeing the men, though they remain held. Mohsen Iraqi, a Shiite cleric who serves in Iran's Assembly of Experts, praised Rouhani's efforts at improving the economy. However, he said Rouhani needed to do more to challenge enemy pressures. "We must go back to the pre-nuclear deal situation," Iraqi said. "The enemy has not kept with its commitments." Ali Ahmadi, a pro-government demonstrator, blamed the U.S. for all of Iran's economic problems. "They always say that we are supporting Iranian people, but who should pay the costs?" Ahmadi asked.